I saw the secret glance they exchanged when you walked into the room today, and I saw the way your heart tightened with a familiar, cold dread. My precious child, I have seen every whisper behind closed doors, every email typed with malice, and every plot intended to trip your feet as you walk the halls of your workplace. You often feel like a lone sheep among wolves, wondering if your hard work is invisible or if your very presence is a target for those who do not understand the light I have placed within you. But I am here to tell you that I am not a distant observer. I am your shield. I am your fortress. I am the one who stands in the gap between the intentions of your enemies and the reality of your future. I have placed a mark upon you, a divine signature that no earthly authority can erase. Even now, in the midst of the tension that makes your shoulders ache and your breath come short, I am breathing my peace into your spirit. You worry about your position, your reputation, and the financial threads that seem so fragile in this season. You look at your bank account, and then you look at the faces of those who hold power over your paycheck, and your heart sinks. But hear me now. Your provision does not come from a company, a manager, or a board of directors. Your provision comes from my hand alone. I am the source of the river that sustains you, and I can open doors that no man can shut, just as I can shut doors that were meant to lead you into a trap. That specific project that has caused you sleepless nights, that hidden agenda you suspect, is moving against you. I am already ahead of it. I have already dismantled the snares. Under the unique ordinance of my grace, coded in the heavens as the 7,908th testimony of my faithfulness to the weary worker, I am shifting the atmosphere of your office. Those who have spoken against you will find their words falling to the ground like lead, weightless and ineffective. Those who have sought to undermine your integrity will find that their own shadows have overtaken them, while you stand in the brilliance of my favor. Do not let anxiety consume your thoughts as you drive to work or as you sit at your desk. I am in the cubicle next to you. I am in the boardroom during the meeting where your name is mentioned. I am in the very air you breathe when the silence feels heavy with judgment. You are never alone. The loneliness you feel is but an invitation to lean deeper into my embrace. When you feel the sting of exclusion, remember that I have chosen you for a purpose that far exceeds the narrow walls of your current employment. This job is but a training ground, a place where I am refining your gold. The enemies you see today, you shall see no more in the same way, for I am changing your perspective. I am giving you the eyes of a lion, bold, steady, and unafraid, because you know who backs you. I am your father, and no one touches my child without answering to the creator of the universe. Your finances are secure because I am the owner of the cattle on 1,000 hills, and I have allocated a portion specifically for your household that no human envy can divert. Tonight, I want you to lay down the heavy armor of self-defense. You do not need to fight this battle with your own words or your own cleverness. I am your advocate. When they try to trap you in your speech, I will give you wisdom that defies logic. When they try to take credit for your labor, I will ensure that the right eyes see the truth. I am performing a miracle in the hidden places, in the hearts of those who oppose you, and in the structures of the system that feels so rigid. A shift is coming, a sudden realignment where the humble shall be exalted and the proud shall be brought low. You have stayed faithful in the small things. You have kept your integrity when it would have been easier to compromise, and now I am stepping in to be your public vindicator. The 7,908th hour of your trial is ending, and the dawn of my public favor is breaking. Rest in me. Let the muscles in your neck relax. Let the knot in your stomach dissolve. I love you with an everlasting love, and my protection is a canopy that covers you from the heat of the day and the cold of the night. You are safe. You are seen. You are promoted in the spirit long before the world sees the title change on your door. Trust me, for I am doing a new thing even now, and it shall spring forth in a way that leaves no doubt that I, the Lord, have done it. Even as you walk through those glass doors each morning, feeling the weight of the invisible atmosphere, I am walking ahead of you. I have seen the emails sent in the dark of night, the threads where your name was mentioned with a sneer, and the strategic omissions designed to make you fail. To the human eye, it looks like a losing battle, but I am the master of the hidden narrative. Every word spoken against you in secret has been recorded, not for your condemnation, but for the evidence I will use in your vindication. You have felt the chill of being left out of the loop, the sting of seeing someone else take credit for the late nights you spent refining that proposal, and the exhaustion of having to prove your worth over and over again to those who are committed to misunderstanding you. But listen closely. My silence was not my absence. I was busy fortifying your foundation. Even as you step into that building tomorrow, I want you to notice the change in the air. I have placed a filter over the ears of your supervisors. They will no longer hear the static of the rumors. They will only hear the resonance of your excellence. That specific individual, the one who has made it their mission to highlight your every flaw, is being relocated in the spirit. Their influence over your trajectory is being severed like a fraying rope. You have wondered why you had to endure this season of isolation, but I tell you, it was the cocoon of my protection. I removed you from the inner circle of the prideful to keep your heart from being contaminated by their bitterness. I see you in the quiet moments, staring at your screen, wondering if your hard work actually matters. I see the tears you blinked back during that meeting last Tuesday when you were interrupted 3 times. I was there, sitting beside you, holding your hand under the table, whispering, "Peace, be still." Every seed of diligence you have planted in that parched soil is about to erupt into a harvest that your enemies cannot touch. I am setting a table for you in the very presence of those who wished for your downfall, and they will be forced to witness the honor I bestow upon you. The digital footprint of your integrity is indelible. While others have deleted files and altered records to cover their tracks, I have maintained the ledger of your faithfulness. There is a breakthrough coming regarding that specific project, the one that has caused you the most stress. The complications are being smoothed out by my hand. I am sending an unexpected ally from a different department, someone with the authority to bypass the gatekeepers who have blocked your path. This person will see your value with a clarity that can only come from me. Do not fear the whispers in the break room. Those words are like smoke. They may blur the vision for a moment, but they have no substance and will be carried away by the wind of my spirit. I am building a hedge of protection around your reputation that is impenetrable. When people speak against you, their words will fall to the ground, losing their power before they even reach the ears of the listeners. You are my hidden treasure, and I am now ready to bring you into the light. Think back to the moments when you felt most alone. Those were the times I was most active, rearranging the hearts of the decision makers. I am removing the blindness from the eyes of your leadership. They will suddenly find themselves drawn to your insight, seeking your counsel on matters that used to be kept from you. This is not because of a change in your tactics, but because of the change in my timing. The 7,908th hour was the breaking point, the moment where the pressure becomes the diamond. Breathe. Take a deep, slow breath and feel the weight lifting from your shoulders. The iron band of anxiety that has constricted your chest is snapping. I am replacing your exhaustion with a supernatural vitality. You will find that tasks which took you hours now take you minutes. You will find words flowing from your lips with a wisdom that surprises even you. This is the new thing I promised. It is a grace that makes the difficult look easy. Watch the person who has been your greatest antagonist. You will notice a shift in their demeanor. They will either be moved out of your way entirely, or their heart will undergo a radical softening. I am the God who turns the hearts of kings like channels of water, and I am turning the environment of your workplace to favor the righteous. You do not need to defend yourself. I am your advocate. You do not need to scramble for recognition. I am your promoter. The paper trail of your life is being rewritten by my grace. Where there were marks of struggle, I am writing overcomer. Where there were notes of oversight, I am writing essential. You have walked through the fire, and you do not even smell like smoke. This is the mark of my favor. I am calling you to a higher place of influence, not just for your own comfort, but so that you can be a beacon of my light in a place that has been dark for too long. Do not look back at the years you feel were wasted in the shadows. Nothing is wasted in my kingdom. Every tear was a seed. Every silent endurance was a brick in the fortress of your character. You are now a person of such spiritual weight that the enemy can no longer push you aside. You are anchored in me. The storm has blown, the waves have crashed, but you are still standing, and you are standing stronger than ever. Your joy is being restored. That spark in your eyes that the grind tried to extinguish is being reignited with a holy fire. You will find yourself laughing again, even in the hallways that used to cause you dread. For you are no longer a victim of the system. You are an ambassador of the kingdom. The authority you carry is not on a badge, it is in your spirit. Walk through those glass doors tomorrow with a different gait, for the very floorboards beneath your feet now recognize the weight of my presence within you. I have seen the digital trails, the threads of communication meant to ensnare you, and the private messages typed in the dark of night by those who feel threatened by your integrity. Do not lose a moment's sleep over the dossiers they try to build or the subtle exclusions from the meetings where your name is discussed. I am the great moderator. I am the one who sits at the head of every boardroom table, even when they have not invited me. When they speak against you, their tongues will become heavy, and their arguments will lose their cohesion. I have placed a spiritual mute button over the voices of your accusers. You will find that the very trap they set for your reputation has become the pedestal for your promotion. I am rearranging the organizational chart of that company, not according to human merit or political maneuvering, but according to my sovereign timing. The person who has been the source of your greatest friction is being moved, not because you fought them, but because I have finished using them to refine the gold within you. They were but a tool in my hand, a polishing cloth to bring out the luster of your patience. Now, that season of friction is ending. I am bringing a season of flow, where the work of your hands will seem effortless, and the resources you once had to beg for will begin to seek you out. Look at your inbox not as a source of anxiety, but as a ledger of my faithfulness. I am filtering the noise. I am blocking the arrows of malice before they even reach your awareness. There have been countless reply-all disasters and misinterpreted memos that should have harmed you, yet I redirected them. I caused the eyes of your superiors to skip over the flaws and linger on the excellence. This is not because I overlook justice, but because I am your justifier. I see the extra hours you put in when the building was empty, and the way you refused to join in the gossip by the coffee machine. Your refusal to participate in the darkness has made you a lightning rod for my favor. Even now, I am whispering your name into the ears of those who have the power to open doors you didn't even know existed. You will be called into a room soon, not to be reprimanded, but to be consulted. They will sense a wisdom in you that doesn't come from a textbook or a seminar. It is the wisdom of the secret place. When they ask for your opinion, do not lean on your own understanding. Breathe, and I will give you the words that solve the deadlock. I am making you an indispensable asset in a volatile market. While others are trembling at the news of restructuring and layoffs, you will remain centered in my peace. Your cubicle, your office, your desk, it has become an altar. Every time you sit down, you are consecrating that space. The atmosphere is changing. People who used to be toxic will find themselves unable to stay in your presence for long without feeling an unexplainable conviction, while those who are hurting will find themselves drawn to your light for a reason they cannot name. You are becoming a city on a hill in the middle of a corporate valley. I'm also healing the physical toll this battle has taken on you. I see the tension held in your shoulders and the way your jaw has been clenched for months. I am releasing that tension now. I am restoring the sleep that was stolen by Sunday night dread. You will wake up on Monday morning with a song in your spirit because the battle is no longer yours to fight. I have taken over the defense of your case. Your only job is to remain in me. Watch how I handle the hidden things. I am bringing to light every secret motive and exposing every hidden agenda, but I am doing it in a way that protects you. You will not have to say a word in your own defense. The fruit of your labor and the consistency of your character will speak with a roar that drowns out every whisper of the enemy. I'm even reaching into your past experiences, the jobs where you felt mistreated and the roles where you were overlooked, and I am redeeming that time. I am taking the skills you learned in those wasted years and making them the very keys to your future success. Nothing has been lost. The years the locusts have eaten are being repaid with a harvest of influence. You will find that you have a supernatural discernment now. When someone speaks a lie, you will hear the discord in their voice. When a deal is sour, you will feel the check in your spirit. Trust those instincts. They are the nudges of my spirit. I am sharpening your focus so that you can accomplish in 4 hours what used to take you 8. This efficiency is my gift to you, so that you can have more time for what truly matters, your family, your rest, and your communion with me. The workplace is your mission field, yes, but it is not your master. You serve a king who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills and every skyscraper in the city skyline. Therefore, do not fear the powers that be in your industry. They are under my feet. I am setting a table for you in the presence of those who wished for your failure. They will have to watch as I pour the oil of favor over your head until your cup runs over. This is the beginning of a new chapter where you are no longer surviving the corporate culture, but you are defining it by the strength of my presence within you. Rest in this truth. If I am for you, who can truly be against you? The shadows are fleeing, and the dawn of my vindication is breaking over your career right now. I have walked through the corridors of your office before you arrived this morning, neutralizing the atmosphere and silencing the accuser. I am aware of the Slack messages and the private group chats where your name was mentioned with malice. Do not be dismayed, for I am the great auditor, and I am reviewing every record. I am bringing to light the hidden agendas of those who seek to use your hard work as a footstool for their own vanity. I have placed an invisible shield around your mind so that the arrows of imposter syndrome, fired from the bows of your critics, cannot find a mark. You are not an accident in that position. You are a divine appointment. I am the one who gave you the creative spark for that project everyone is talking about, and I will be the one to ensure the credit is placed where it belongs. When the higher-ups look at the data, they will see my thumbprint on your results. I'm also working on your behalf in the HR offices and the legal departments. I am the one who influences the fine print. If there has been an attempt to withhold your bonus or your rightful promotion, know that I am the God who restores the years the locusts have eaten. I will cause them to pay back sevenfold what was stolen through deceit or clerical errors. You have felt a strange tension in the break room lately, a sense that you are being watched. You are being watched, but not only by those who wait for you to slip. You are being watched by the great cloud of witnesses, and you are being watched by me with a smile of approval. I am teaching you the art of the gentle answer that turns away wrath. When you are confronted with a sharp tongue, I will give you a response that is so full of grace it will disarm the aggression. I am building a reputation for you that is fireproof. Even if they throw you into the furnace of a performance review based on lies, you will come out not even smelling of smoke. I am with you in the fire. I am making you a pillar in that organization, someone who cannot be moved because your foundation is not in the corporate ladder, but in the rock of ages. I am opening doors for you that no man can shut, and I am shutting doors that would have led to your burnout. If you were bypassed for that recent opportunity, do not grieve. It was my mercy protecting you from a storm that is about to hit that specific department. I have something better, something prepared specifically for your unique giftings. I am the God of the sudden turnaround. In a single day, I can move you from the dungeon to the palace, just as I did for Joseph. Your Pharaoh will have a dream that only you can interpret. Your king will have a restless night and call for the chronicles, only to find your name written there as one who saved the day. I am orchestrating the coincidences that will lead to your advancement. I am also healing the physical toll this stress has taken on you. I am touching your shoulders where you carry the tension, your head where the pressure builds, and your heart where the anxiety beats. Breathe in my peace. It is a thick, tangible blanket of protection. I am your sanctuary. When you are at your desk, imagine my light forming a perimeter around you. Nothing can enter that space without my permission. I am turning the lion's den into a place of rest. The very people who acted like lions will find their mouths shut in your presence. They will not know why, but they will find it impossible to speak a word of condemnation against you. I am making you the head and not the tail. You will lead with a heart of service, and your leadership will be so effective that even the skeptics will have to admit that there is something different about you. That difference is me. I am the secret to your success. I am the source of your strength. I am the guarantor of your future. You are not fighting for victory. You are fighting from victory. The battle has already been won in the spiritual realm, and now you are simply watching the physical manifestation of my triumph unfold in your career. I have seen the way you held your tongue when a colleague took credit for your late-night research. I was there when you chose to speak well of a supervisor who had overlooked you. These are not signs of weakness. They are the marks of my spirit. I am decorating your soul with the jewels of character that will shine far longer than any temporary title. I am even influencing the digital paper trail. Those emails sent to discredit you will somehow become the very evidence that exonerates you. I am confused the language of the Tower of Babel builders in your department, so that their plots against you will not find common ground. They will find themselves disagreeing with one another while you remain steady and unified in me. Your desk is an altar, and your work is an offering. As you offer it to me, I am turning the mundane into the miraculous. Do not worry about the rumors. A lie cannot live where the light is invited. I am the light. I am your truth. I am your way. Every morning you walk into that building, you are treading upon the heads of serpents, and they shall not harm you. Your career is not in the hands of a committee. It is in my hands, and my hands are scarred with love for you. Rest your mind, my child. The breakthrough is not just coming. It has already begun in the invisible. You will soon see the evidence with your own eyes, and you will know that I am the Lord who fights for you. Look closely at the atmosphere of your office tomorrow. You will notice a stillness that was not there before. I have placed my hand over the mouths of those who use their words as daggers. When they enter the elevator to whisper, I am there, turning their whispers into static. When they gather in the corner of the break room, intending to weave a web of exclusion, I am sending a spirit of confusion among them, so that their plans unravel before they can even be articulated. You have felt the coldness of their glances, the way the room goes quiet when you enter. But I tell you, That silence is not your rejection. It is their realization that there is something about you they cannot touch, cannot categorize, and cannot defeat. I am the unseen shield that vibrates with the frequency of heaven around your chair. While they rely on their cleverness and their alliances, you are relying on the Ancient of Days, and there is no strategy formed in a boardroom that can outmaneuver the wisdom I am pouring into your spirit during your quietest moments. Do you remember the project you thought was overlooked? I have placed it on the heart of a decision-maker who has not yet spoken to you. I am highlighting your name in the digital corridors of their systems. Where others see a spreadsheet, I am showing them a map of your integrity. I am the God of the suddenly, and I am preparing a moment where your hidden labor will be pulled into the spotlight of my favor. Even the very people who sought to bury your contributions will be the ones forced to acknowledge them, for I will make the truth so undeniable that to deny it would be their own undoing. You have wept in your car before walking into that lobby, drying your eyes and straightening your shoulders. I saw every tear, and I have stored them in a bottle. Each one has become a seat of authority. You are not just an employee. You are an ambassador of my kingdom in a territory that thinks it belongs to the world. I am reclaiming that space through your presence. When the pressure mounts and the deadlines feel like a weight designed to crush you, breathe in my peace. It is an oxygen that the world does not provide. I am giving you a third ear to hear what is not being said in meetings, an intuition that bypasses human logic. You will know when to speak and when to remain silent, for your silence will often be your greatest weapon. It is the silence of a lion before the pounce, the silence of a king who already knows the outcome of the battle. Look at the person who has been the source of your greatest anxiety, the one who seems to have the ear of management, the one who subtly undermines your every move. I am already dealing with the roots of their bitterness. Their struggle is not truly with you, but with the light that shines through you. Do not take their arrows personally. They are merely reacting to a glory they do not understand. I am shielding your heart from the venom of their words. Let it slide off you like water off a stone. I am building within you a resilience that will serve you in the higher places I am taking you. This current workplace is but a training ground, a wilderness where you are learning to trust my voice above the roar of the crowd. I am refining your character so that when the promotion comes, and it is coming, you will have the weight of soul to carry it without pride. I am also working in the digital realm, the places where data is stored and reputations are built. I am the master of the algorithm. I am the one who ensures that the accidental deletion of your work is recovered with double the impact. I am the one who ensures that the email meant to disparage you is sent to the very person who will defend you. I am weaving a tapestry of justice that is so intricate, no human hand could ever untangle it. You feel tired, my child, I know. The constant vigilance has drained you. But I am your Sabbath. I am your rest in the midst of the chaos. Tonight, as you lay your head down, I want you to release the names of your adversaries into my hands. Do not carry their faces into your dreams. I am the watchman over your career while you sleep. I am moving pieces on the board while the world is still. By the time you wake, I will have already gone before you to level the mountains and make the crooked paths straight. You will find that some of the very people who were your greatest obstacles have been moved to other departments, or their influence has suddenly withered like the fig tree. I am clearing the path. I am the architect of your destiny, and no human supervisor has the power to veto what I have decreed for your life. The breakthrough you seek is not a change in your circumstances alone, but a change in your perspective of my power. You are beginning to see that you are not a victim of office politics, but a victor who is being positioned for a purpose far greater than a paycheck. I am opening doors that no man can shut, and I am shutting doors that would have led you into traps. Trust the closed doors as much as the open ones. Both are expressions of my fierce love for you. Stay steady. Stay in me. The shift is happening now, in the quiet, in the hidden, in the glorious reality of my presence that surrounds you even as you read these words. Look closely at the hands that gather against you in secret meetings. They are trembling with a confusion they cannot name, for I have set a cloud of holy obfuscation over their plans. Every document drafted to diminish you, every email thread meant to exclude you, is being intercepted in the spiritual realm. I am the great intercessor who stands between you and the arrows of professional jealousy. Do not fear the closed-door discussions where your name is mentioned with bitterness. I am present in those rooms, a silent witness whose very light causes their tongues to trip and their logic to fail. You have felt the weight of their scrutiny, the coldness of the break room, the subtle erasure of your contributions in the group presentation. But I tell you, your value is not a commodity to be traded or devalued by those who lack the vision to see your soul. I am your defender, and I am rewriting the narrative they have tried to pin upon you. Think of the peace I am pouring into your spirit even now, a peace that surpasses the understanding of your human resources department. You are being seasoned in this fire, not consumed by it. I am using the very friction of this environment to polish your character, until you reflect my image with such clarity that even your detractors cannot look away without seeing a glimmer of the divine. The slow periods and the delays in your promotion are not denials. They are strategic pauses where I am rearranging the board. I am moving the pieces of human influence to ensure that when you step into your new role, the foundation beneath you is unshakable. Consider the way I have kept you when you felt you were at your breaking point. That was not your own strength. It was my grace, a steady current beneath the turbulent waves of office politics. I am watching the hidden ones, those who smile to your face while sowing discord in the shadows. Their seeds will not take root in your garden. I am the gardener of your life, and I am pulling up the weeds of betrayal before they can choke your joy. You will walk through the lobby tomorrow with a head held high, not out of pride, but out of a deep-seated knowledge that you are a child of the Most High. The atmosphere of your workplace is changing because you are there. You are a carrier of my presence, a portable sanctuary. Where there was chaos, you bring order. Where there was malice, you bring a quiet, unshakable kindness that baffles the cynical. I am teaching you to see the giants in your industry as they truly are, small shadows fleeing from the dawn. Your career is not a ladder you must climb with bleeding fingernails. It is a path I am unfolding beneath your feet. Trust the timing of the transition. There are people currently above you who will soon be looking to you for guidance, for I am exalting the humble and making the last first. Do not allow the temporary noise of a performance review or a critical remark to define your worth. My review of your heart is the only one that carries eternal weight, and I have found you faithful. I am opening the storehouses of heaven to provide for you in ways that defy the logic of a fixed salary. You will see unexpected dividends, favor that manifests as extra time, unexpected assistance, and the sudden departure of those who have made your daily life a burden. I am the one who silenced the lions for Daniel, and I am the one who will silence the gossipers for you. Be still. Let the frantic energy of the corporate world fall away from you like a discarded garment. You are clothed in my armor, and no weapon formed against your reputation, your livelihood, or your mental peace shall prosper. I am deepening the well of your patience, so that you may drink from it when others are parched by stress. You are not just working a job, you are fulfilling a mandate. Every task you complete with excellence is a prayer offered up to me. I see the work you do when no one is watching, the extra effort you put in to fix the mistakes of others without seeking credit. Your reward is not merely a bonus or a title, it is the manifestation of my glory in your life. Stay the course. The winds of change are blowing and they are carrying the scent of victory. I am with you in the cubicle, in the boardroom, and in the commute. You are never alone. I am your shield and your great reward. I am breathing upon your creativity, unlocking solutions to problems that have stumped the experts for years. In the coming days, I will give you a word, a strategy, a flash of insight that will set you apart. This is not for your vanity, but to demonstrate that there is a God who knows the secrets of industry. You will see doors open in companies you never dared to apply to, and you will find your name being spoken with favor in rooms you have never entered. I am the one who prepares a table for you in the presence of your enemies. Watch as those who try to block your path are forced to witness your ascent. They will wonder at your composure, for they do not know the source of your peace. You will be a light in the gray hallways, a source of truth where there is only spin. I am healing the trauma of past jobs, the scars left by narcissistic leaders and toxic environments. Those wounds are being washed in the water of my spirit. You will no longer wake up with a knot of anxiety in your stomach, for I am replacing that dread with a holy expectancy. I am the architect of your career, and the blueprint I have designed for you includes seasons of rest and abundance, even in a lean economy. Do not look at the news, look at my face. Do not listen to the rumors of layoffs, listen to my promise of provision. I am your shepherd, and you shall not want. I am even now softening the hearts of those who have been cold toward you. You will notice a shift in their tone, a sudden willingness to cooperate, a softening of the eyes that were once hard with judgment. This is my work. I am the master of hearts. I am working behind the scenes to ensure that your reputation remains untarnished, even when people try to cast shadows. Your integrity is a shield that I have forged in the secret place of prayer. Let your work speak for itself, and let me be your spokesman. I am moving you from the place of survival to the place of influence. You are being prepared to lead with a heart of service, to change the culture of the very environment that tried to change you. Do not grow weary in well-doing, for in due season you will reap a harvest if you do not lose heart. The season of struggle is ending, and a season of establishment is beginning. You are being planted by the rivers of my grace, and your leaf shall not wither. Whatever you do shall prosper because you do it unto me. Feel the tension leaving your shoulders as I take the burden of your career onto my own. I am the one who holds the keys to every office, every promotion, and every opportunity. Rest in the knowledge that your future is secure in my hands. I am doing a new thing. Can you not perceive it? Even now it is springing forth. It is not just a change in your job description, but a transformation of your impact on the world around you. You are my ambassador, and I will ensure you have all the resources of the kingdom at your disposal. Breathe in my strength, for the journey ahead is paved with my favor. As you step into this new landscape, do not be alarmed when you see the shadows of those who once sought your downfall begin to retreat into the periphery. I have watched you navigate the corridors of your workplace with a heart that remained steadfast, even when the air felt thick with the unspoken tensions of rivalry. I saw the moments you spent in your car, taking one last deep breath before crossing the threshold of that office, arming yourself with a patience that was not your own. I felt every pang of isolation when you were excluded from the emails that mattered or left out of the impromptu lunches where alliances were forged. Do not think for a moment that these slights escaped my notice. I was the silent witness in the conference room when your ideas were echoed by another and claimed as their own. I was the one who comforted your spirit when you returned to your desk, feeling invisible and undervalued. Hear me now. Your invisibility was actually my divine concealment. I was hiding you from the full brunt of their schemes until your character was forged in the fire of resilience. Now, that season of hiding is over. I am bringing you into the light of recognition, not through the manipulative tactics of men, but through the undeniable weight of my hand upon your life. The very people who whispered behind closed doors are beginning to find their voices faltering in your presence, for they sense a peace in you that they cannot explain or dismantle. I am setting a table for you in the presence of those who doubted you, and the nourishment you find there will be the satisfaction of integrity. Watch as I begin to untangle the web of misinformation that was spun to hinder your progress. Every word spoken against your reputation is being dismantled in the courts of heaven, and I am releasing a clarity that will shine through the fog of corporate politics. You have often wondered if your kindness was a weakness in such a competitive environment, but I tell you that your gentleness is a weapon of mass disruption. It breaks the cycle of toxicity and forces a different frequency into the atmosphere. When you choose to respond with excellence instead of retaliation, you are leaning into my sovereignty. I am currently working in the hearts of your superiors, opening their eyes to the nuances of your contribution that they previously overlooked. I am highlighting your digital footprints, your meticulous attention to detail, and the way you stabilize the team during a crisis. Those who attempted to block your path are finding themselves redirected, for no person can stand in the way of a door that I have swung wide open. Think back to the projects that felt like uphill battles. Those were the training grounds where I taught you how to rely on my wisdom rather than your own intellect. You are now equipped with a discernment that allows you to see the hidden motives of others before they are even acted upon. I am giving you the ability to read between the lines of every contract and every conversation. You will find yourself knowing when to speak and when to remain silent, for my spirit will be the prompter behind your words. Do not fear the office politics that seems so daunting, for I am the ultimate governor. I am realigning the hierarchy of your department to favor those who walk with uprightness. You will see a shifting of seats and a changing of roles that will seem sudden to the world, but it has been carefully orchestrated by my providence. In the quiet moments of your workday, when the hum of the computers and the murmur of colleagues fill the room, lean into the stillness of my presence within you. I am the anchor that holds you steady when the winds of organizational change blow fiercely. You are not a victim of your circumstances or a casualty of your career path. You are a pioneer being positioned for a purpose that exceeds your current job title. I am expanding your territory, not just in terms of responsibility, but in the depth of your influence. People will begin to seek you out for counsel, drawn to the wisdom that flows from a life anchored in me. I am even now healing the trauma of past professional betrayals, the sting of the unexpected layoff, the bitterness of the promotion denied, the ache of the mentor who turned away. Let those wounds close, for I am the great physician of your career. I am restoring the years that the locusts of corporate greed and personal envy have eaten. You are entering a phase where your work will feel less like a burden and more like a calling. The weariness that used to cling to you like a heavy coat is being replaced by a garment of praise. You will wake up with a sense of mission, knowing that every interaction is an opportunity for my light to break through. I am providing you with divine connections, people of like mind and spirit who will support your vision and sharpen your skills. No longer will you be a lone ranger in a hostile territory. I am surrounding you with a community of encouragement. Feel the release of the pressure to perform for the validation of others. My approval is your solid ground. As you move forward, keep your eyes fixed on the horizon I have set before you. There are innovations I want to drop into your mind, strategies that will solve long-standing problems and bring honor to my name. You are my vessel in the marketplace, and through you, I will demonstrate that success and sanctity are not mutually exclusive. Rest in this truth as you close your eyes tonight, knowing that I am already standing in your tomorrow, clearing the way and securing your victory. Every syllable I breathe over you acts as a shield, thick and impenetrable, catching the fiery darts of envy before they can pierce your peace. You have felt the chill of cold shoulders in the hallway and heard the sudden hush of voices when you enter the room, but do not let these shadows dim your radiance. I am the architect of your reputation, and I am rewriting the narrative that others have tried to forge in secret. In the very place where you were meant to be overlooked, I am placing a spotlight on your diligence. I am touching the minds of those in leadership, causing them to recall your contributions at the most critical moments. Even now, I am dealing with the hearts of those who have plotted against you in hidden corners. The traps they set are being turned into footstools for your advancement. When they search for an error in your work, they will only find an excellence that points back to my grace. I am giving you a discerning ear. You will hear not just the words spoken, but the intent behind them. This is not for your anxiety, but for your strategic silence. There is a power in the quiet confidence I am cultivating within you. You do not need to defend yourself with frantic explanations. Your fruit will speak with a roar that drowns out the whispers. I am placing a hedge around your digital presence as well. Those emails sent with the intent to harm or misrepresent will be intercepted by my providence. They will either be lost in the noise or serve as evidence of your steadfast character. Think of Joseph in the house of Potiphar or Daniel in the lion's den. They were surrounded by those who wished for their downfall, yet the atmosphere of my presence transformed their prisons into platforms. Your office is no different. It is a sanctuary in the making. I am even now shifting the alignment of your department. Those who have been obstacles to progress and sources of discord are being redirected to other paths, while those who carry a spirit of collaboration are being drawn toward you. You will notice a change in the atmosphere of your meetings. Where there was once tension and competition, a spirit of clarity will begin to settle. I am giving you the words of wisdom that cut through complexity. When the budget is tight and the deadlines are looming, you will be the one with the solution that no one else could see. This is the Isaac anointing, to find water in a dry land and to prosper while others are struggling. Do not fear the Sanballats and Tobiahs who mock the walls you are building. Their words are empty wind. I have already declared that the work of your hands is blessed. When you feel the weight of a heavy atmosphere, remember that you carry the climate of heaven within your spirit. You are an atmospheric changer. Your smile is a weapon of light. Your patience is a rebuke to the frantic pace of the world. I am also working in the unseen hours, the moments when you are not even at your desk. I am speaking to your superiors in their dreams and their quiet moments, highlighting your loyalty and your worth. You are not just another employee in a database. You are a child of the Most High, stationed there for a purpose. There are projects you have been dreaming of, ideas that have been simmering in the back of your mind. Now is the time to prepare for their manifestation. I am removing the glass ceiling that others have placed over you. My favor is not limited by human hierarchy. I can promote you from the back of the line to the front of the room in a single day. Trust my timing. Do not try to force the doors that are currently closed. I am preparing what is on the other side so that when you walk through, everything is ready for your arrival. Your enemies will watch in bewilderment as the very things they thought would break you become the catalysts for your growth. They will see the peace on your face and wonder where it comes from. This is your testimony. This is how you win, not by fighting with their weapons, but by resting in mine. I am your rear guard and your vanguard. I go before you to level the mountains of bureaucracy and follow behind you to cover any footprints of vulnerability. If there has been a Judas at your table, one who ate with you while planning to betray your trust, Know that even their betrayal is being folded into my greater plan for your promotion. I am shielding your intellectual property and the creative sparks I have placed within you. No one can steal what I have ordained for your name alone to carry. I'm also healing the hidden exhaustion that comes from being constantly on guard. You can let your shoulders drop. You can breathe deeply. The workplace is not a battlefield where you fight for survival, but a garden where I am asking you to cultivate my presence. I am putting a divine amnesia on those who seek to bring up your past mistakes to hinder your future. Their memories of your shortcomings will fade, replaced by a vivid awareness of your current integrity. I'm also opening your eyes to the Esthers and Mordecais in the building, those who have been positioned in other departments to speak a word in your favor when you aren't in the room. You are more protected than you realize, and more loved than you can imagine. As you drift into sleep, let the image of a calm sea fill your mind. No matter how the storm rages on the surface of your professional life, deep down, where I dwell, there is an unshakable stillness. Tomorrow, you will walk into that building not as a victim of office politics, but as a victor in my grace. The light of my favor will be so visible on you that even your detractors will find themselves compelled to be at peace with you. For I am the Lord who breaks the bow and shatters the spear, and I am the Lord who makes you lie down in green pastures, even in the midst of your busy industry. When the sun rises and you find yourself standing before the glass doors of your office, do not look at them as barriers to your peace, but as the threshold of your dominion. I am sharpening your discernment so that you can navigate the subtle shifts in the atmosphere of the break room and the boardroom. You have often felt a coldness in certain greetings or a heavy silence when you enter a room. Do not let these shadows dim your inner radiance. I am placing a filter over the ears of those who seek to misinterpret your words. Where they once looked for a crack in your character to exploit, they will now find a seamless wall of integrity that reflects my glory back upon them. I am even now rearranging the seating charts of your destiny. Those who have sat in positions of influence specifically to block your path are being moved, not by human hands, but by the gentle yet firm hand of my providence. Some will be promoted away from you, others will find their interests suddenly diverted elsewhere, and a few will find their hearts softened in ways that baffle their own logic. You need not defend yourself in the emails that contain hidden barbs or the CC'd messages meant to highlight your minor oversights. I am your advocate in the digital clouds, just as I am your shield in the physical corridors. I am erasing the sting of past failures from the collective memory of your team. Where you once felt defined by a mistake made in a season of exhaustion, I am now branding you with the title of indispensable. Your creativity is about to undergo a sudden expansion. I am dropping ideas into your mind during the quiet moments of your commute, strategies that have never been tried and solutions that will solve long-standing bottlenecks in your department. These are not merely for the profit of your company, but for the elevation of your status, ensuring that you are seen as a source of wisdom rather than just a cog in the machine. Look closely at the faces of your colleagues tomorrow. You will notice one who has always been distant suddenly seeking your counsel. This is not a coincidence. It is the fragrance of my favor drawing them to the peace you carry. Even the one you fear the most, the one whose criticism feels like a sharp blade, will find their tongue curiously tied when they attempt to speak against you. I have set a watch over your reputation. Like a gardener weeding a prized flower bed, I am plucking out the rumors and the half-truths before they can take root in the minds of your superiors. You have worried about the closed-door meetings, where your name might be mentioned. I tell you truly, I am the unseen guest in those meetings. I am steering the conversation toward your strengths and causing your name to be synonymous with reliability. Feel the tension leaving your shoulders as you realize that the weight of your career does not rest on your ability to outmaneuver your rivals, but on my ability to sustain you. I am the God of the quiet promotion, the one who honors the faithful work done in secret. The projects you have labored over with such care, even those that seem to go unnoticed, are being gathered like precious seeds for a harvest you did not see coming. When you sit at your desk, imagine a circle of golden light drawn around your workspace. This is the boundary of my protection. No gossip can penetrate it, no malice can breach it, and no scheme can survive within it. You are working from a place of victory, not for it. I'm also touching the areas of your life that the office tries to drain, your joy at the end of the day, your patience with your family, and your ability to truly rest. I am replenishing the oil in your lamp so that you do not just survive the work week, but you illuminate it. There is a specific person in leadership who has been watching you from a distance, weighing your reactions to pressure. They have seen your grace, and they are being moved to offer you an opportunity that will move you out of the reach of those who wish you ill. This is the Mordecai moment, where the king cannot sleep until you are honored. Trust the timing of these shifts. Even the delays you find frustrating are my way of keeping you hidden until the environment is perfectly prepared for your unveiling. Do not hurry the process. The fruit that ripens slowly is always the sweetest. I am with you in the mundane tasks, the filing, the data entry, and the repetitive phone calls. Each act of service is a prayer, and each moment of excellence is a testimony. Your enemies are looking for a fire, but I am making you a refreshing spring. They cannot burn what is hydrated by the Spirit. Rest now, my beloved child, for the morning does not bring a battle, it brings a revelation of my faithfulness in the sight of all who doubted you.